What is up, YouTube and the internet? This is Joe on day number 17 here. All right, I work at Wheatsfield Co-op and they hired me to plant some of their raised beds and planter boxes. All right, got a dog over here waiting for the owner to come back outside. All right, so we're gonna start with the furthest away bed. Look at these bright Resina calendulas. Very nice, very prolific. They've been blooming constantly. Honestly, these ones I stopped pruning because here's an example of one I pruned, not doing so hot. When you take off the stem and the leaf, it has more energy to grow, and sometimes it dies. This is my first year growing the calendula, and I learned a lot about it. It likes to just be. And you can see here's a seed pod starting to form seeds here on the calendula. Lots of seeds forming. All right, then the zeolites calendula. Look at that, very pretty. Lots of different zeolites, very pretty here. All right, they have a slight variance in color and petal count. I don't know why. And one of my favorite plants, the Osmella oleracea, or the Osmella alba, the electric daisy, or the buzz button. I think this big one here is the Osmella alba, and this little tiny plant right here is the same clone I got in 2017, saved from seed. This is the Osmella oleracea. It is an oral anesthetic. It's a toothache plant. You chew on it, makes your mouth go numb and increases saliva production. It's a really good medicinal plant. All right, then we got some cat mint tucked into here. Some bicolor verbena. Came with a hanging basket. I didn't grow that one, and I have no idea what this one is, but this one came in a hanging basket. I just wanted to plant it. Definitely had a nice bloom here. All right, what else? There's a little tiny basil right there. Nice, nice. And in the corner here is a bronze anise. Didn't really do super hot. All right, moving on to the next bed here. We've got some purple Petra basil. All right, it's been flowering like crazy. All right, it's a little dry right now. It's into the season, about to have a frost. Here's another bronze anise. It's got the dill-like flowers. All right, then here is the holy basil, also known as sacred basil. We sell it as Tulsi tea. People buy it. Tulsi basil, holy basil, sacred basil, whatever you want to call it. Very pungent smell, very unique for the basil family. Highly regarded in India. I sold it to one gentleman who was talking about how it is a huge part of their culture and their lifestyle. All right, and behind here is this one. I think is artesma, some sort of artesma. I think it's a medicinal one. I got it from Strictly Medicinal Seeds. All right. And here, I don't know what this one is. It might be just a quote-unquote a weed, but I like it, so I left it there. Here's another bronze anise. Here's another bronze anise. You can see it has that dill-like flower. I did plant some dill. It went to seed. You can see it dropped its seeds here. Because if you let a plant go to seed, it's just going to die. Oh, look, there's one seed right there. A couple seeds. So yeah, if you just let a plant go to seed, it's going to put all its energy to that, and it's going to die. But if you keep picking the flowers off, it'll keep putting out those flower buds. All right, some more calendulas. That one really didn't take off. Another buzz button. You can see it's going to seed here. The seeds just fall off. It's nice. And this one is the Thai basil. These flower heads are just full of seeds. I'm sure there's some sort of cross-pollination hybrid going on. Purple Petra. There's that other random plant. All right, moving on to the next bed here. All right, this one, when it was originally planted, it spelled the word co-op. All right, you have a C here for co-op, and then O, and this cosmos just really took off. It hasn't really flowered much. Someone snapped this, or the wind got that branch, but yep, the cosmos just really takes off. A lot of people grow it around here. It's a super nice plant. All right, and of course the pea. The pea did not do so well. It was kind of shaded out by the cosmos, but this is the Genovese basil. It is the end of the season after all. I guess next time I won't plant tiny plants next to big plants. I'll keep that in mind. You can see the scale of it here. All right, moving on to the next bed. All right, this bed here, I planted a bunch of red gift zinnias from Seed Savers Exchange. I originally planted them in a W formation, so it's a W and then Wheatsfield Co-op over there. However, these are gigantic plants, and as you'll see later, they need to be spaced apart. So as you can see, there's a little bit of fungus or mold that hit the leaf, starting to get necrotic ends. That's totally normal for a plant to die at the end of the season, unless it's a tree or perennial or something. And mixed into here, I did have a bunch of calendulas, which I moved to that first bed I showed you. And here, I can't believe it survived, one of the bachelor's buttons. These bachelor's buttons from Sea Savers Exchange just kind of tucked themselves up into the plant here. And even on October 17th, there are still new flowers coming out of these zinnias here. It is a magnet for pollinators. I saw all sorts of wasps and bees and butterflies and flying insects here. It's good to support the non-human other. All right, moving on to the next area here. Okay, this is not its full glory. I have some pictures I took a while ago. Got another Zeolites calendula, some petunias, 2 different colors. They were just beautiful, just hanging down here. Calibrachoas here too. And the gift zinnias, the gift that keeps on giving. They were really prolific, and they're still wanting to bloom. Look at that, they're still putting out buds. And what I usually do is I come out here with a clipper and I clip off any spent flowers. You can see here's an example where I cut off the flower, then it sent 2 new buds up. And here's another example, cut it, sent a new bud up. All right, nice cosmos, little thin cosmos here, hasn't quite come to its peak. All right, what else here? A little calibrachoa. There's a cute little flower you could see when you walked out the door the other day. All right, here's a verbena, hasn't been in flower. It's the end of the season, can't really expect too much. And right here, I'm gonna back it up and you can see this cosmos. The other day, it was standing erect and tall, and as you can see, there is a pollinator in here, a fly. Most people don't consider flies pollinators because they eat shit, you know, but they do pollinate flowers. And you can see these pink cosmos from Sea Savers. You know, they've been a little battered, got their petals battered in the wind and not in their full glory. But then again, there's still new buds. Would you look at that? It's about to bud out. Still, there's another bud. So I might have to come here and snip some of the buds off. Maybe, you know, stake it upright a bit. You know, it's into the season. Who knows what's going to happen? Now this one, it is just about to happen. The Persian carpet zinnia. It is finally budding, and it has taken so long. And you can see calendula going to seed here. And once again, this is not the full glory. This is the end of the season. All right, now we're going to walk on the side of the building here. Planted one here. I just moved it out of that crowded zinnia bed. And over here too. Would you look at that? How cute is that? Nice gift zinnia. The gift that keeps on giving. All right. This is my Get Joe Plants business application, and here's one of my most proud sections here. All right, this is a bunch of gift zinnias. I took them out of the crowded bed here, and they were just thriving as soon as I gave them some space here, especially these 2 right here. They are pretty much up to my chest and just flush with big flowers, thick leaves. Seem to be no instance of mold or fungus compared to the other ones because they have air circulation and sunlight, and they don't have water sitting on them all the time. Don't know what happened to this one here. Guess must have got chewed on by something, but yep, I just kind of planted them in between the plants here, and I found this stick on the side of the road. I used that as a stake, and yeah, they're just, yep, I am taking a video. You want to be in the video? This is my friend and coworker Julia. She's a good horticulturist. Thank you, Julia. All right. She has been very supportive along the way and supports the mission of supporting the non-human other, ethical treatment of animals and ethical treatment of wildlife. And that's what we want. You're welcome. And that's what we want. We want ethical treatment of wildlife. And as you see my video the other day, I was talking about ag-gag laws and certified humane treatment and how we should push for higher standards. All right. More gift zinnias here. This cardinal basil I got at Earl May. I think it was from Botanical Interest Seeds. Very interesting. It started off green and then it hits this purple red shade, or cardinal red if you will, and it's just been very pretty. This was the only one plant I planted of it, and I'm definitely gonna grow next year. And right here from Hudson Valley Seed Cooperative is the polar bear zinnia, just finally starting to show its true colors here. Just a little random bed, didn't really look so hot. I had to move some stuff out so it didn't really evenly fill out.